Oh shit! My boy Gotoh had my man scared half to death. He was scared for his motherfucking life. He was worried about his mortality. He said, "I might not have, but what, 3 more minutes of life left." Um, Mr. Mayor, right? He flipped the shit on them, and he was talking about how humans are so destructive to the planet and other organisms on the planet. And he said, "Who are the real villains? Is it the parasites or the humans?" Um, Not I'm not sure about that because they can't. The parasites really can't be evil because they have no emotion, right? They don't think, they just do what they need to do to survive, just like an animal, right? I'm not sure, but then at the same time they're intelligent. So should they say, hey, such and such? But at the same time, why would they care if they don't have any emotions? So it's like an in between type of thing. I'm not sure. Are the humans evil? Well, you can't judge every human and say, well, you can say overall that humans are fucking the planet up tremendously, but humans wasn't always fucking the planet up like this. So you can't sit there and say humans are evil because they fucking the whole planet up. Yeah, they're doing it now, but that might not always last. It wasn't always like that. There was a time when humans didn't make as big of an impact on the planet as they do now. So maybe there'll be a time later on where they learn how to more properly take care of the planet and all the other organisms on there. You got to give them a chance. You can't just say, "Oh man, for the last 2,000 years, you guys been fucking up." So 2,000 years is not that long in terms. Humans have been here for what, 200,000 years or something like that. I'm talking about like the Homo sapiens has been 200,000 years, some shit like that. So 2,000 out of that is not that big a deal. Well, it's more than 2,000, but you know what I mean in terms of the pollution and shit like he's talking about. But it's not. It's really not that big a deal unless we destroy the whole planet. Anyway, he wants to get humans back in the fucking food chain. He said, "I want parasites to be devouring humans." He said, "I want humans back on the fucking menu because humans all but left the damn food chain." you know, like we was like, "Oh, let's stay away from that. Let the animals deal with that." Anyway, he wants humans back on the menu and have parasites be at the helm. Parasites would take care of the planet. Why? Because it's in their best interest. But it don't make the parasites better because the parasites only doing it because it benefits them. They said, well, let's take care of this whole planet because if we do that, we can keep a constant flow of humans to eat. So they're not noble about what they're doing. They just doing what benefits them, and what benefits the planet benefits them. Anyway, turns out the mayor was a damn turncoat. The mayor was a turncoat. Shit. The mayor was human the whole time in the middle of all those parasites. And turns out that girl Reiko, she was the one. I mean, he was the one that she was studying, and why she flipped out the way she did. She was wondering about his behaviors. This guy seems to be a more. He's a psycho. Let's get that straight off the bat. But in terms of morality, from the parasite perspective, he actually was ahead of humans. But from a human's perspective, you're gonna get everybody fucking killed. Like don't get me wrong, he had the right idea in mind, but you don't kill people to get it done. You don't kill millions of people and put them on a fucking menu to get it done. So obviously he was a psycho. But I had no clue he was gonna be a human. Not only that, I thought that he was gonna be a freaking G. The way he set everything up and just said, "Yo, I'm gonna say," he could have left the building. You realize that he committed suicide because he could have left the building and went right through the damn, what you call them, through the fucking X-ray machine or whatever. Because he's human. They would have never found out. So really, he was down to die for the cause. I wonder how they ran into him. I guess Reiko was the one ran into him and tried to do experiments, ask him questions and stuff like that. Because she was the one that was trying to figure out what makes humans tick. I think at first it was just like an experiment, but boy, that shit went to another level. And he probably was down with it. Like, damn, who really are? Like they probably fucked his head up talking about who's really the villains. Is it us or humans? And he said, damn, they do have a point. It probably was one of those type of situations. Anyway, Uragami did exactly what we thought he was going to do. When they went into that room and you see him look down at the gun real quick, I said, it's this boy's ass. And he shot the fuck out the dude. I knew that was going to happen. They should have never took them damn handcuffs off. For what? Let him get chewed up. And if he said, yo, but what if I need to use my hands? I got you. I'll take care of it. Well, what if I got to scratch my ass? I'll scratch your ass for you. Well, what if I got to pick? I'll pick your fucking nose. You keeping them handcuffs on. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would be. Yeah, but what if I got to run? What if I got to? I'll run with you. But if we can't run fast, I'll carry you. That's how I'll be. Like, I'll have an answer to every damn thing he say. Every single thing he say, I will have an answer to it. So he's getting ready to leave. And he's going to be on the fucking loose. Who didn't see that shit coming? Anyway, Gotoh went full psycho on us. Now, he says that they've been wondering what the Parasyte's mission was, or what was the purpose of being there. Remember, they're intelligent, so they're going to do the same thing humans do. Damn, what are we? I do know I'm supposed to, eat people, and I do know I'm supposed to take over people's bodies, and I do know I'm just a parasite living off of people. What else is there? Where did I come from? What more to it in life? What more is there to life other than just living? Just being there. So of course they're going to do that. And he says, I'm meant to fight. So he's fucking human. And you know what I meant by that? He's taking on human traits. He likes fighting. He was doing that since the beginning. The first time we saw him, he was fucking some people up. He scrambled those motherfuckers. I mean, he scrambled every time that he wasn't even fighting people. He just scrambled them. Look, it was blood, guts, ass everywhere. That's what he was doing, scrambling them. Looks like some scrambled eggs. Just tossed them up like a tossed salad. Just tossed them up. Anyway, the Demolition Man, he made it to the roof alone. They tried to ambush Gotoh. They tried to take him on, whatnot. Dude, he's like the Demolition Man from the fucking movie. He's nice. For a human, he's nice. He was able to take on Gotoh at least for a minute. And made it to the roof. He was the only one left. Look behind him. Gotoh comes up and says, and he reveals that there's a few weaknesses to him. He says, all of my body is not, shielded and stuff like that. And I can't take bullets head on, which is why I hold the shield at an angle. So eventually bullets could pierce him even if he has the armor on. So we get a little bit of insight into that. And he just fucks the guy up. Took his head clean off. Took his head clean right the fuck off. Revealed a little bit about their tactics and shit. Anyway, Shinichi is lucky that Gotoh was sleeping. Because Gotoh jumps down and he tosses Shinichi. Fucking dude come out, the detective comes out busting. Bang, 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 bang. And he's nice. He ain't no ass. He's not new to this. He's no noob. This motherfucker came in. As soon as he slid in, fired off 8 shots, hit the fucking bullseye. Went straight for the heart. And that didn't work. Obviously, it was Gotoh. Now he says, yo, I'm a little tired. I gotta go somewhere. So you know what that means? Miki's gonna come out and take over the body for a little while. Gotoh's got to sleep. So that's one of his weaknesses. And Miki can't control their body like Gotoh can. So that's when you got to get him. You got to get him at that point. Anyway, as soon as that happened, the fucking detective's like, Shinichi, something ain't right. What the fuck are you? That's what he said. He said, what the fuck are you? Shinichi said, I don't know. He runs like a punk. Not playing, but he runs. And then he wakes up. You know what I'm saying? He wakes up. So I don't. It appears that all that shit that happened was really Freddy Krueger doing that shit, making him have a nightmare. What you call him? Jumped up. What's his name? Miggy jumps up. Is like, oh, you was having a nightmare. So now I'm at the point where I don't know what part was the nightmare. Was it the nightmare when Gotoh came down and what you call him? The detective says, "What are you?" Is that the part that he was dreaming about, or was the whole thing set up? Because otherwise, that would mean that the last episode was fake too. But I don't think that was. I don't think that. So I'm confused like a motherfucker. I don't know when the dream starts or whatever. Anyway, Gotoh's got him shook. And what happened was he's been scared of Gotoh, but I didn't think he was like scared to death. This motherfucker's scared to death. He was scared of him, but then what happened was he's walking and he's talking to Miggy, looks down. Miggy sleep. And then he thought about it. He says, oh shit. Miggy is what detects Gotoh for me. If he sleep, I can't detect him and I'm vulnerable. Gotoh could be right underneath me right now. And he was just shook. From then on, he was seeing everybody was Gotoh. As long as Miggy is asleep, everybody's Gotoh. It could be anybody. And to be honest, it really could be anybody. He could switch out the fucking parasites for another body if he wanted to. But you know what? I don't know how that works with all the other parasites. Remember, he's got a bunch of parasites on his body. But I do know, well, I don't know, but I'm 90% sure at least the head could switch out. But if the head just switch out, then he'll get weaker. But he don't really need to switch bodies. But he can switch his face. So we should call him don't know when he's going to strike. Anyway, he had got into a little altercation with Morano or whatever. Shit went sideways. He was scared. Then he went to the park, talked to Miggy for a minute. Morano came over. She invited him over to his house for some pussy. Basically, that's exactly what it was. She said, "Oh, my parents ain't home. We could fuck like monkeys." That's what she said. Like if they would have really subbed this the way it was supposed to be, and they said exactly what she said, that's exactly what she would have said. Like I know Japanese. I know what she said. She said we can go home and fuck like monkeys. My parents ain't home. Boy, he fucked the shit out this girl. For real. Shit. She found out he had that scar and shit all on him, whatever the fuck, whatever have you. And that's pretty much it. But now the crazy thing is Morano's pregnant with a fucking parasite now. She is pregnant with a fucking parasite. That shit gonna bust out of her. Like when she get pregnant, look, this is the funny thing about it. She's gonna be pregnant for a week, and that shit's just gonna bust out of it. Like it's gonna be like Alien. It's just gonna bust out, take the fucking head. Well, you know what? I'm not sure exactly how it's gonna work. Like if she has a parasite baby, but it's really just like Shinichi's baby, and he's mixed with a parasite. Will it be just a human, just like a superhuman like Shinichi is? Or will it be a parasite? I'm pretty sure it won't be a regular parasite because we already seen what happened with parasites do their thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, that wasn't a parasite sexual organ. That was a human sex organ. So if the parasite's mixed in, what the hell will happen? I'm guessing it's going to be a human like Shinichi that says got parasite abilities. Or will it just be a superhuman like Shinichi is without the parasite shit? I don't know. But I like this episode. The only thing I have is I'm confused about when the fucking dream happened. When was it a dream? Was the whole thing from beginning to end? Other than that, it was good. And to see the fucking mayor was really a human. I'm thinking that the part when they found out that when Gotoh jumps down, I'm thinking probably from that point was probably the dream. That's what I'm thinking. Because why would they reveal, Gotoh's weaknesses and shit like that, and it's not real? Then Uragami escape, and that's not real. It feels funny that he would have a dream where he's cutting to different people. The way a dream would happen, it would be from his point of view, or somewhere. He would be involved somewhere, but yet Uragami, I don't get that. So that's the only reason I ain't say like 4.5 or some shit like that, 4.5, 5, because it's confusing as to when shit happened and where are we really at. Let me see. Okay, That's the only reason. Okay, did you grab your fresh chicken grease for that last scene? Yeah, I grabbed a little chicken grease, did a little fapping, that's all. But that's like child pornography, ain't that shit? Isn't it? Because what are they? What aren't they like 17, some shit like shit, that ain't too bad, but they're like 16, 17, something like that. Something like that. Anyway, go ahead and leave comments, like the video, and subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. And you got the power to change that. The power is yours. The power's in your fucking hands. Look, this shit is all up to you. You got the power to make all this shit happen. No, I'm just joking. Let me stop.